Hey guys, Ruthless here. I'm just going to be going through a little walkthrough of Act 1, and I will be playing a witch. I'll be trying to go over as much beginner-friendly stuff as I can along the way. It might be a bit faster than usual, so please keep in mind if you need to pause the video just to catch up on things. So we start out on the beach. We're going to pick up the default weapon. We're going to use our default attack to kill the zombie. Pick up our first skill gem. So we have skill gems and support gems. And we also have items with sockets, colors, and links. So we're going to put our fireball in our main weapon. And we're going to actually take off our default attack so that we can have move only. So that prevents us from auto-attacking monsters. And we're going to open up this large chest to get our first support gem. Arcane Surge support. We'll put that with fireball. And we're just going to run down the beach and just start on Hillock, the first boss. It's pretty straightforward. Just got to keep your distance and throw fireballs at him. So this current support that I have with my fireball is Arcane Surge. It'll give us extra cast speed and extra mana regen once it procs. So I have to spend enough mana for it to proc at first. So I get him to half HP, and then he pulls out his sword, and then he regens his HP. We get him down, pick up the items. Preferably, I would want blue sockets for my gems. I'm going to use this wand. Actually, I'll keep the shields. But I think it might slow me down, but that's okay. We're going to sell these items. I have a blue pair of boots. I'm going to want to ID them to see if I can get movement speed. I don't get movement speed, which is fine.
Work with Hillock.
On the vendor, I get an option for a skill gem, and I'm going to be going with Rolling Magma. And I want to look for blue linked sockets on my gear. So here's a blue red, which could come in handy for my Holy Flame Totem, so I'll pick that up. I'll just vendor this that I'm not using, and I will link Rolling Magma with Arcane Surge, and I'll just use that for now. I'm not going to be using Fireball for now, and we're pretty much set to go.
Stay sharp out there.
We'll head to the coast. We got our Rolling Magma set up.
I know that stench, just like my sisters upon the pyre.
Rolling Magma is pretty straightforward. It's just a magma orb, bounces a couple times. So you pretty much just want to keep your distance from the enemies. We're just going to run through this zone mostly, unless we get cornered, then we'll try and kill monsters to get out of it. And once I hit level 4, I'm going to be picking up a few more skill gems. That should help us a lot. And we also get a movement skill as well. So here's the waypoint. I'll just kill some of these monsters. It'd be good to pick up extra blue sockets so that I can fit in the other gems that I'll be using. But I can also check the vendor later as well. So this is probably one of the more rippy zones, so feel free to take your time, keep your distance, and just throw magma orbs from a distance. And please be aware of your HP as well. If you get too low, just hit the life pot once and you'll regen. Same thing with your mana. If your mana gets low, just hit the mana potion once. You want to be careful not to spam your potions, or else you'll run out pretty quickly. Coral Amulet for some regen. So I'm just keeping my distance. And I have to look for the 3 busts in this area. If you notice, I'm always opening my map layout. It actually helps a lot
To learn is to live.
when you're seeing which way to go. So that's going to be your tab button. And I also like to hold shift when I'm attacking as well. It'll hold me in place so I'm not moving. So I got 2 of them now, I'll need 1 more. So same thing, keep your distance. Try not to get chain stunned by them and then you'll probably end up dying. And we're gonna look for the exit here now, which is up here. There's also another zone in here for the fetid pool for respec points, but we're not gonna be doing that right now. So we head to the submerged passage and we're gonna hit the waypoint and go back to the coast waypoint. And then we're gonna do the tidal island side area. We'll use our skill points now. We're just gonna go up the spell damage for now. Probably pick up Firewalker and then Heart and Soul afterwards. So pretty much just running through. I didn't get much currency at all, so I might need to sell a bunch of stuff to get more wisdoms. Portal scroll is nice. Got some blue mobs. Killed them at a distance. Got some blue sockets on this helmet, so I'll swap that in. And here's the boss here. Elric, we just want to keep our distance. Just stay out of range of his cascade attack. So we want to bounce it like in front of him. So maybe like the second or third bounce hit him. Just keep your distance. Pick up the medicine chest and whatever items he's dropped. And then we're just going to log out and log back in. Okay, so here we're going to need a lot of wisdoms. I only have 1 so far, so I might sell a portal scroll. And I'll need to keep a portal scroll as well. So we pick up the Quicksilver. We can equip that now since we're level 4. If we're not level 4 yet, we can hold on to it until we do get level 4. Here we're going to pick up Ellie Prolif, and hopefully we will get 3-link blue. I can check this vendor. So I have one here, a wand. I'll actually pick that up. So I'm going to sell 1 wisdom, 1 portal scroll, and these transmute shards for now. So I have a couple more wisdoms, but we'll pick up our skill gems for now. So we're going to get Flame Wall, Frost Blink.
Got a job.
I'll check if there's any more. We got triple blue on the chest, which is nice. We can go for that. Sell this chromatic item. If you sell a linked blue, green, and red, it'll give you a chromatic orb back, which is pretty nice when you're looking to color your items. So I picked up that wand as well, and I also want to pick up a Holy Flame Totem, and I'll get a Summon Phantasm support as well for my Holy Flame Totem. And I'll put my 3-link here for Rolling Magma. I'll go Rolling Magma, Ellie Prolip, and Arcane Surge for now. And I'm going to be linking Holy Flame Totem with Summon Phantasm support. And when my Holy Flame Totem kills monsters, it'll summon an extra minion to help me. Once I hit level 6, I can equip this wand. And that's about it. We should be good to go now.
Farewell.
And also have my Frost Blink as my movement skill. So that'll help us with the movement. So one thing to keep in mind with the Frost Blink is when we're closer to more monsters, the cooldown on it will be reduced. So if I use it in a big pack, the cooldown will go down a lot quicker, and I'll be able to reuse it right away. So with this setup, we want to put the Holy Flame Totem down and a Flame Wall as well. And we want to throw the Rolling Magmas into the Flame Walls to do more damage. So in this area, we're looking for a bridge. And then we're going to throw down an extra portal, and we'll come back to it at a later time. I actually found the flooded depths here, so I'll put a portal here, and the bridge is here. So I pretty much got my color set up. I can do a 3-link on my Holy Flame Totem and my Rolling Magma. So we're pretty much throwing the Holy Flame Totems down with Flame Walls. And we're looking for the exit here. We have a rare item, we're going to pick that up. Because we might need an extra transmute later. Be careful not to get trapped by these guys. So here's the ledge, get more spell damage in our passive tree. Same thing. Be careful with the goatmen. If a bunch of them just jump on top of you, you'll probably die. So you want to try to keep moving as much as you can. Be careful for that red aura, extra physical damage. And you're just moving. See our Holy Flame Totem, when it's killing people, it's summoning these minions for us to help us out, which is pretty nice. Medium life flask, that'll help out. And I have a pair of blue boots right now, but I don't have any wisdom scrolls. So I'll try to get some wisdom scrolls to drop. Transmute drop, that's really nice. So there's different types of currency in this game that help out crafting on items if you don't have really good items, and you can also sell them for other types of currencies as well. So let's say I have a bunch of transmutes or whetstones like I just picked up. I can actually sell those to the vendor for more wisdoms if I don't have a lot of wisdom scrolls to ID my items. So be careful, Goatman. We have a good 3-link right now, so the damage is pretty good. And we spec into a lot of damage as well, so I might be a bit squishy. So one thing I could do is I can actually go to town, sell a transmute or a whetstone, and I can pick up a coral ring from the vendor, which will give me extra life and it'll make me feel a lot more tankier. So we'll head to the climb here. This is a pretty scary zone too. Lots of goats and lots of fire archers as well. Some blue goats down there. So feel free to take your time and kill as many monsters as you can. I'm just kind of running through right now at the moment. Wisdom scroll, I can pick that up. I keep these boots. So the main thing I'm looking for on boots is movement speed. Well, this one's actually pretty good. It gives me life and strength, so I'll probably use that instead of this 8 lightning resist. So strength actually gives you life as well. Armor scrap is good. Can sell those for more wisdoms. So we'll just skip through all of this. You definitely want to go slower than I'm going right now. Just take your time, kill as much enemies as you can, try to level up. I definitely want to try and be level 10 after I kill Brutus, so then I can use Flame Dash right away. We're gonna hit the waypoint here, and we're gonna go back to the portal that I made earlier. But because I'm in the lower prison area, I can pick up an extra support gem at level 8. So here I'm going to be picking up Combustion, and I'm going to swap out Arcane Surge, and that'll be my new 3-link on my Rolling Magma. So I have Rolling Magma, Elemental Proliferation, and Combustion. So I kind of want to use this other wand, which will give me extra flat damage to fire spells, fire damage to spells and attacks. So I'll put my Frost Blink and Arcane Surge. Got an extra skill point here, and I'm gonna go for Firewalker for extra fire damage and cast speed. Because we made a portal here, we're gonna go to this side quest in the Flooded Depths. If you forgot to put a portal or you didn't have any portals at the time, then feel free to come back or take the waypoint later. So we're just gonna kill these monsters along the way, some blue mobs. So our damage is feeling pretty good because we got our 3-link set up. So you definitely want to prioritize your links over everything else. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a good rare item or even a unique item, you definitely want to have your links set up first. Just so you're doing good damage and not struggling too much. Same thing, keep our Holy Flame Totem up, flame walls. Got a rare belt here, I might
Too much clutter.
ID that and use that. So we're just gonna log out and we're gonna talk to Tarkley for a skill point. And we're gonna sell some of these items. But I might actually use the belt, so I'm gonna vendor the armor scrap and the whetstone, and it'll give me more wisdoms. So this belt's not too good, but I'll still use it. I can still ID these boots, try and get movement speed, which I don't. So I don't have any other use for these items, so I'm just gonna vendor them and get transmutation shards. And if I do ID items, they will give me alteration shards, which will also come in handy later. So I'm gonna get the passive skill and get Firewalker, so we're doing a lot more damage now. And we're gonna do this trial here. Pair of boots, sapphire ring, that's actually really nice for extra cold resistance. It's actually the other way here. I can actually kill that mob too on the way back. So flask management is also very important. You don't want to be spamming your quicksilver flasks too often. You want to try your best to only use it once at a time for its duration. So then you can be efficient with it. I didn't have an extra flask link, so I'm just gonna hit the trial. There's a large mana pot here, so I'll throw that on. Level up our gems, and I'll try and kill this essence mob here. So I'll throw down my totem first and flame walls. Keep my distance and just throw magma out on him. Straightforward. And essences are really nice. You can use those on any white item, and it'll turn into a rare item with an extra mod. So here's the upper prison here. I actually started this character on the wrong league, so I will probably migrate this character and continue afterwards. It's a dead end here. We're looking for the Warden's Chamber, and I can ID these boots. They don't have movement speed, so I'm not interested in them. We just hit level 10, that's really nice, so I can use Flame Dash right after I kill Brutus. So we're looking for the orange door area. It'll help guide us to the next area. Could be up here maybe. And here it is. So Brutus is pretty tough. He has some attacks. We're gonna go just get some extra life here to play it safe.
Ignorance brought you here, sister. To the one
Throw on the
place
rare
where your
dogs.
talents are free to grow.
I can vendor this stuff afterwards. Inventory management is also very important in this game. You'll always be picking up items, having too many items. Yes, I am pretty experienced in this game. I think I have over 10 years experience. So we're going to have Holy Flame Totem down and put our flame walls. And we're just going to shoot our magma orbs from a distance. So you want to be careful with that slam and also his close range slams as well. And he also has a chain attack. So you always want to keep moving so he doesn't hook you with his chain attack, and you don't want to be too close to him with those big slams. So as long as you got your links together, it should be pretty straightforward. So we're going to go back to town. We are going to get our Flame Dash from the skill reward. And I don't think I have any use for any of these items. I can ID the boots and maybe the weapon. I can use the weapon because it's better than this one. Extra added fire damage is really nice. So I'm just going to vendor all of this. I don't have any use. And I can throw that on. I have an extra transmute as well. So I can actually purchase an extra support gem, which I will be getting added lightning damage, and I can add that to my Holy Flame Totem setup. And I'm going to swap my Flame Dash for my Frost Blink, and I'll just put that aside for now. I don't actually have any extra portals here, unfortunately. Hopefully I can find some along the way. I do have a Sapphire Ring, which is really nice, and we're just going to continue for now. So we're headed to Prisoner's Gate, and we're going to look for the ledge to continue forward. So now our movement skill has 3 charges on it, so that's going to be much better. So same idea, put your flame totems down. Holy Flame Totem down. We got a portal scroll now, that's pretty nice. Also a whetstone that we can sell for some wisdom scrolls if we need. And we're just going through this area. Look for the open areas. It'll usually guide you to the next zone. Heavy belts. These could actually be good to level up my Holy Flame Totem if I don't have enough strength. But I do have strength on my boots currently, which is nice. But if I do find movement speed boots, then I definitely want to swap those boots out. Iron Ring, that's pretty nice as well. So I can actually do a recipe for a resistance ring. And I will definitely want some extra cold resistance for this next boss.
Sirens appear to be dying well.
hit the waypoint here. And I'm actually going to look for the ship graveyard cave. I'm picking up Cold Walker right now. Frostwalker. Because I will be leveling with cold skills. The actual build of this character is going to be a cold dot build, which is really strong for solo play. That's nice. Another iron ring. Iron rings have been dropping like crazy. Rare item, it's nice. So we're looking for the ship graveyard cave right now. It's gonna be like in between two boats. And we should be able to see it on the overlay once we get close. I might actually hit the next zone before I find it, which is fine. I can come back and find it. So hit Cavern of Wrath. We're just going to hit the waypoint. And I actually get an extra skill gem from getting here, so I'm going to pick that up now. And I'm going to be picking up Creeping Frost. So that's one of the skills I'll be using in my main build. So I don't actually have any offhand weapons, which is nice to have to level gems up. But I'll just keep that for now. Sell the whetstone.
Be well.
And we're gonna go back to Ship Graveyard, and we're gonna look for the cave. Is it right here? It's actually right here. So we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna pick up the All Flame at the end, and then we're gonna kill Fairgraze, and that will give us an extra skill point. So it's going pretty well so far. I got double 3-link set up right now, so that's gonna help a lot with damage. So I'll just keep my distance from this guy and kill him. I don't have to kill him, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna look for Fairgraze from this spot. I'm gonna take a guess he'll be over here. Yeah. Near this book over here. So I'll just flame dash up this ledge and kill him quickly. So I'm just gonna go up this way, get some more life, and then eventually go this side. So I'm gonna go back to town and make another sapphire ring with the iron ring recipe. Amber amulet is pretty nice. So our damage is looking really nice right now. Just pick up all the items, log out. Sometimes it's easier to just log out instead of wasting portals. So talk to Bastille, he'll give us a skill point. So we can use that, just right click your book of skill. And we're just gonna vendor these items. I don't really have any use for them, because of course you prioritize your links. Like, sure, they might give me a lot more defenses, but without your link skills,
What little help I can offer
you're
is
not going to be doing much at all. So I'm going to do the recipe. So the recipe is an iron ring with a different colored gem. So I'm just going to give an example here. If I sell it with a red gem, it'll give me a fire resistance ring. If I sell it with a green gem, it'll give me a lightning ring, lightning resistance ring. But right now I need some cold resistance, so I'm going to use that with a blue gem. Put that on for now. I actually have extra iron rings, so I'll use one for a lightning ring for later in Act 2 when I'll need it. And I guess I can just make a fire ring as well. Because why not?
While we live, we are blessed.
If you get the extra iron rings, they come in handy for sure early on. So we're going to head to Mervale, the Cavern of Wrath. I'll keep misclicking on the atmosphere. So we're going to just keep our distance. And burst these guys down. I do kind of want to look for a blue. I'll just level up my Creeping Frost on one of my sockets for now. But preferably you'd want to level it on your offhand so you don't get socket starved on your main links, on your main setup. So if I open this treasure chest, it'll spawn a boss and a lot of monsters, so that's pretty good for XP. And we're just gonna kill that guy, rare item. And we're just looking for the exit here to the Cavern of Anger. And in the Cavern of Anger, there are going to be these red squids that actually explode on you, so you want to be very careful with that. I don't have good fire resistance right now, so if you click C, you can open up your character screen, check your stats, offense, defense. So if you go to defense, you can check out your different resistances. And our skill points, we're going to go up here to get more life and our resistance. So there's actually a shrine up here. Shrines can be pretty good offensively and defensively. So those are the red squids I'm talking about, so you definitely want to try and keep your distance. Make sure they don't explode on you. So this is like a chilling shrine. So this will spawn another boss here. The treasure chest. We'll just keep my distance and burst him down. Another large mana flask. You'll also want to keep an eye out for upgraded flasks. Right now I only have a medium life flask, which is not the most ideal. And you can also, so just be careful in the squids, and if you do have lower level flasks, you can actually buy them from the vendor. So I'll probably do that before I start the fight with Mervale, just so I'm more prepared. So it should be up here. I only have 2 portals, but you can also buy portals for wisdom scrolls. So I'm just gonna portal out. And the flask costs 3 wisdom each. So Nessa's not actually selling any right now. She's selling an expensive one, but that is way too much. I'm just going to vendor that, and I have a pair of boots, try and get movement speed, and we actually got 15% movement speed. I'll actually equip that. I do have enough strength because of my Amber Amulet, and I also have a heavy belt in case I don't have strength as well. So if you are behind on stats, you can buy some amulets from Nessa if you need extra stats. But we are pretty good. 15 movement speed boots are really nice. So we'll start this Mervale fight, get some extra life here. We're actually level 14 here, so we're pretty over leveled a bit, which is okay, nothing wrong with that. So you want to be careful. She does a lot of cold ice storms and ice shot attacks, so make sure you're always moving. Keep your distance, keep your Holy Flame Totem up and your flame walls. It's pretty straightforward. Same thing, shoot into the flame walls. You want to be careful here because you can actually spawn a bunch of red squids, and they can also explode on you. And that's about it.
Poor
That
fishwife.
is
Was love that
Act
did
1
this to you.
complete. Actually got pretty lucky with a couple of unique drops, but that is Act 1. I will try to make another video
It's nice
for
to see
Act 2
there's still
progression
some
as
life
well.
in this twitching
If you
corpse of a
enjoyed that,
continent.
please hit the like button, comment down below if you want me to make any other videos or beginner guides. Thanks a lot.